don't know what I was doing. I thought I was taking a thumbnail, but I'm clearly not. So, loud a thumbnail in it. I wasn't ready, and I didn't want to cancel the thing. Hey guys, happy Monday, happy meditation Monday. How y'all feeling? I was gonna move everything. Is it okay? Why did I do that? Wasn't ready. I was gonna take a sip of my drink and everything. I'm not hydrated enough. Yo. How you got doing? It's back to front. Still gonna be together. I can't see anything. It's not saying anything. I can't see you guys. I know you guys are all greeting me and I can't see anything. All messages are visible. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, there you guys are. Hi. Hi. Ooh, it's getting smoky in here. Obviously, using Queen Cups. This is, I wanted to be using Black Hajari, but for some reason I went for Occulta. Alistair Cowley. Alistair Cowley. Say no. Say no. Hey Denise, I think that was your name that I saw. Lindsay, Lindsay Lou. Lindsay Lou got my back. Hey guys, Essential Sapphire. Ooh, it's getting smoky in her. Push this back small, so I've got a little bit more room. Maybe you lot can see the cards. Thank you, Jennifer. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah. No, it's not even better. It's not even better. But it's more room for the cards to be laid out. Oh, is it 222? Dope. 2022. I love it. I'm not sure if I'm coming on, because you know I love a portal. Oh my God, you know I love a portal. So I'm not sure if I'll be coming on by myself or with my sisters tomorrow. But you know I love a portal. Wait. Wow. The shine was real. Yo. Wow. Hey, Miss Fallon. Sister. Love that. All the twos, I can see them coming up. Rafi's having a fit outside. I don't know what he's on. I don't know why. He's making so much noise. It's just not conducive. I just keep using this word that I don't really understand. Let me say that. It's just not practical for him to be around because when he's breathing, yeah, it's a lot of things. It's so loud. So I can't have him in with me. But now he's kicking up a stink outside. Those were the When should you do what, Patrick? I missed the question. Hey, Empress Priscilla. Hey, Courtney. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to start offering to the moon for the portal. Oh, well, I'm not really working with the moon like that these days. It's coming. The pieces are coming more and more together as to why. But I will come and let y'all know. But for the offering for tomorrow, I would say any point tomorrow. You know, whether it's the first thing you do or the last thing you do tomorrow. I mean, I'm going to be taking my offerings outside. I should have taken it out today, but I was just like, I want to take something out for tomorrow, so I might as well one more day. One more day. So I'm going to take it out tomorrow, spend probably a lot of time outside, depending on how cold it is, because it's really dependent on that. It's freezing. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm coming on with my sisters and Diki, or if we're doing some, I'm not sure. So either way, you're gonna see me, because I love a portal. I love a portal. And I thought that the Pluto return was on the 2nd, but apparently it's tomorrow. The Pluto return for the United States, it's tomorrow. So yeah, should we get into prayer? Oh, before I start, I just want to shout out my sister, Empress Phoenix Fire. She's done a sick reading for the portal for tomorrow. Sick. I really enjoyed it. So please check out my sister. Yeah, I think that's all I want to say before we start. So I think we should just get into prayer. Hey Dominique. Yeah, I think we should just get into prayer now. Our Divine Mother and Father who live within us, hallowed be thy name. Our freedom come, your will be done on earth as it is within us. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us and themselves. Through lifetimes, forgive us our trespasses against ourselves and others, and forgive those who trespass against us and themselves through all lifetimes, timelines, and levels of consciousness. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the absence of love. For we are the kingdom, we are the power. Divided we are weak, united we are victorious, and to you, the Almighty, we give all of the glory, forever and ever. Duanete. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. So it is, and so it will be. Ashe. Ashe. As above, so below. So within, so without. If it's you, then it's me. If it's me, then it's you. I feel like I'm really quiet. Am I really quiet? Can you not hear me okay? I don't have loud voice today. Maybe when I get into it, I'll start getting into it. I might get a little bit louder, but right now, I want to call in my ancestors, my guides, my angels, my Orisha, my higher self, and ask them to come through for the collective with the 5 aspects of the soul energy check-in. For you, for me, for us all. I don't know why. I feel weird. I feel weird. What do I want to say? I feel like there's some shit I want to say and I'm not saying it. Yeah, I feel grounded. But yeah, I feel like there's some shit I want to say and I'm not saying it. We're going to look at the Divine Feminine first. Do you know what it is? It's not like I'm scared to say it, or there's something inside of me that wants to be said, but I don't know what it is. So I can't say it. I'm going to look at the Divine Feminine. First of all, look at your energy, Divine Feminine. You guys are polarized on 2 different scales, yo. You're either really doing really, really well, or you're really sucking at life right now. It's those 2 polarities, or you feel like you're sucking. at life right now, but you're not really. What it is that you're learning really difficult lessons. You know, the things that right about now, what it is. Do you know what it feels like? It feels like for the divine feminine that everything that you've learned has been like the theory test. So you've been taking the theory test and you've done really well at the theory test, and now you're in the practical and you're failing. You're not turning on your hazard lights. Your 3-point turn is a bit you get me? Like, that's kind of like what it feels like for the divine feminine right now. Like, you're in theory, you're doing awesome. You're doing so well. But in reality, in the interactions of life, you are like, you're sucking. You're sucking. And it's because you're not, it's just getting like into the new car for the first time, like your hands on the wheel, like, you get me? You're not like, you're not there yet. Your hands on the wheel and you're like this, and you know your shit. This is the thing. This is the thing. You know your shit. You know, you in theory, you know what you need to do. You know how to handle yourself. You know how to balance your emotions. You know how to do all the things. But in reality, when you're being, when this is being tested, some of you are not passing the driving test this time. You have to retake it. You have to retake it. You're going to have to retake it. Because some of you felt that the driving test that you were taking right now was the thing, like it was all or nothing. If you didn't pass this driving test, like everything's flops, but not. It's like, there's no point you really passing the test if you can't afford to get the car that you want. If it's not really the car that you want. So you pass your test, but you're in a like a Ford when you really want to be in a Mercedes. You get me? So yeah, some of you have taken your test in a Ford, but you really want a Mercedes. I don't know what that means. Oh, Taliban. Yeah. So don't be disheartened because it wasn't the car that you wanted. It wasn't the car that you wanted. Some of you though have taken your test and you can't believe it's the car that you wanted. This is the energy, please. You can't believe you're about to slide into that and the door just clop. And you just go, you lot can't believe it. You lot can't believe it. So again, you could be feeling a bit wobbly because this is what you've been studying for, and the Mercedes is there waiting on you, and you're like, oh God, I can't believe it's my car. whatever it is, we're talking everything: jobs, house, relationships, all the things. Like, it's all there, and you lot are like getting ready to sabotage that bitch. So that you can feed the old story, the old timeline of like shit never works out for you. I feel like I don't need to pull the cards. Because that's the energy of the divine feminine right now, really and truly. Some of you also feeling a bit arrogant. Like you're feeling a little bit, you got a bit too big for your damn boots. You know what I mean? Like where you did the theory, did the theory, you think you know everything, but you ain't done the practical good. You ain't even passed your test yet. You ain't passed your driving test yet, and you think you can fucking race. What's his name? Hamilton. You think you could get into the driving seat and race Lewis Hamilton and win? Yo, ground yourself. Ground yourself. Take a few steps back, yo, because that's also gonna fuck up your shit. It's also gonna fuck you up. So I just feel general message for the divine feminine energy right now is to ground herself, to to I love that for you, MJ, to ground yourself, to in all, whatever the scenario is for you, just to literally ground yourself. You know, if it's the Mercedes, you deserved it, you earned it. Get in the car, girl, drive. If it's the Ford and you wanted the Mercedes, accept that. Accept that, you know, take the lessons that you learned from the experience and, you know, get ready to get into your Mercedes. And if it's, what did I say the third thing was? I can't remember. I can't remember what the third thing was. Do you not remember? Oh, being high and mighty, up on your high horse, innit? Ground yourself. Ground yourself. Humble yourself. Remember who you work for. Remember you work for the divine. You know, don't let your aspects become out of balance. Don't let the shadow take over as it once did in the previous cycle, because you know exactly what I'm talking about. So let's have a look. Let's see what the cards say. Let's see what the cards say. Cooperation, interdependence. This symbol suggests together we achieve more. And this is what the divine feminine needs to ground herself into, that she's no longer having to do this shit alone. It's an option. Now you have an option. You can do it alone if you want to, but you don't have to. You know, and that's everything in everything. You know, that's this journey of ascension. This is this journey of life. This it's all the things, man. It's all the things. And you need to learn to cooperate. I mean, that word's alien to me because I haven't had to cooperate with anything or anybody for years. Just do my own thing all the time. So learning to cooperate with others in all scenarios is very, very new to me, you know, and it's very, very new to the divine feminine as a whole, because many of you know how lonely this journey has been. You know, many of you have been focused on particular goals and they're showing up now. They're showing up now for you. And one of the things that you're going to have to learn to do is cooperate when you're in the work scenario, the relationship scenario, the tribe scenario. All of them take cooperation. And if we haven't learned, or this is the part of the test, this is us not putting on our hazard lights, you know, I don't know, I don't drive, so I'm just making little bits up. It could be a better analogy than hazard lights, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's the bit that you forgot to do, if that's the cooperation, could be the hazard lights, you know what I mean? Like, that's the bit that you forgot to, you didn't really, you studied it, but you forgot to do it in the actual test. You knew it's something you had to do, but it's something you forgot to do in the actual test while you were in it. You were still moving as an independent person, independent feminine, where interdependence was always meant to be the goal. You were always meant to be working towards so that you could come together with others. It was never just about you, even your own individual work. Let's get a clarify, y'all. Ruffy's really losing his mind out there, you know. You don't know what this is. Puppy! I call him Puppy as a pet name. Rather than scream his name like when he knows, Puppy is his. He responds to it like, you know when you call you know when you call someone hey baby and they get that's his pet name, Puppy. And he's outside the door now, not barking anymore. This is the Knight of Pentacles. You're moving slow. Like he's not even on the horse in this one, yo. Not even on the damn horse, on his feet. Grounding himself. Trying to ground himself, moving slow, moving cautiously. And so you should. But you can't be like this in the car. You can't be like it and then there's a bus coming and you like you can't. You have to relax into it. You have to relax into it, man. Take one hand off and change up the gears. I think the gears would be on this side for me, I think, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be. But let's see what the book says, you know. You're not even on the damn horse. You're not even in the car, good. But like I said, there's a handful of Divine Feminine doing excellently right now. Really, really great. Like I said, they just can't believe that that's their car. They can't believe it. But you better believe it. You have to believe it to see it, eh? You have to believe it to see it, yo. Believe first, and then you'll see it. You'll know it's for you. Just rambling. Knight of Discs. Rules 20 degrees Leo and 20 degrees Virgo. So what's Leo? Leo is the heart, isn't it? It represents the heart. Do you remember yesterday when we was doing the weather and all that with Deke, and he was saying that this time is about not only the age of Aquarius, the water, the feminine being poured back into the earth. I thought that was the most beautiful thing. And then it's also Leo energy, the heart energy. And a lot of feminines are really cautious about really opening up their hearts in order to surrender into cooperation. You have to the heart has to get involved in that bit. Cooperation sounds like more of a logical type of action, but it's actually the action of the heart. You know, you always want to meet somebody or meet the new opportunity or meet the because even in your Mercedes you got to cooperate. You got, I mean, you got to cooperate. Like when you get into a Mercedes, I'm not going to get into the Mercedes, you know, with my tracksuit on. I'm not. You know, I'm going to literally jump in my Mercedes in a gown because because that's what it deserves. It deserves the gown. Some of you are jumping into the Mercedes in your house clothes. The fuck are you doing? Sorry. The fiery part of Earth, mountains, earthquakes, also gravitation and the activity of Earth as a producer of life. Let's just stop there right now. Everything that's going on, so within, so without, as above, so below. You know, everything that's happening to Mother as well. It's the same type of thing that we're learning to cooperate with Mum. We're learning to cooperate with Mother Earth. ourselves back into her, and in the micro, we're learning to integrate ourselves back into ourselves. So this is the grounding. This is the Knight of Pentacles, moving very slowly and cautiously, but at the same time, you know, learning to work with the energy of Mother in order to ground yourself so that you can open up your heart to be involved in some cooperation out here. He is clothed as a warrior and his helmet is crested with a stag. So you've been fighting out here. Divine Feminine, man. Like, because we're just talking about the Divine Feminine right now. We're talking about all the aspects, but let's just focus on the Divine Feminine. Let's not take away how warrior-like you've had to be, and on top of that, not letting go of that aspect of you, because we're still in a motherfucking war. We're still in a war. You know, there's still, but you need to know who you're directing that warrior energy towards. Not everything and everybody is your enemy, especially not the Mercedes. The Mercedes is not your enemy. So you need to be able to lay down your sword and shield. Lay down the shield that's still causing a blockage, which is still keeping you resistant to cooperation. I beg on a hit the like button when you come in, please. I beg. Thank you. He is armed with a flail, carries an exceptionally solid disc, and is mounted on a Shire horse. Okay, it's just describing the picture as far. No further insight. Thank you, Jelly. Thank you. No further insight. So, Divine Feminine. Lay down your sword and shield. Down by the riverside, yo. You need the water. Some of y'all need to connect to your emotions more, yo. Some of you really cut them off in this whole thing. And it's time to reconnect. It's safe to. It's safe to. I mean, some of you are still raw over some shit that you had to release in the recent past. But because by the very essence of you releasing one thing, another thing has rocked up on you. You released the Ford and the Mercedes rocked up on you. And you're still a bit raw about it. Still miss your Ford. It was reliable. It was reliable. You know, but you had to fight in that thing. You had to fight with that car there. Get me? Sometimes in the morning it didn't start. Get me? Let's look at the Divine Masculine. Thank you for my flowers, the goods. Woo! Masculine straight away, the universe. Don't play. Don't play! Cosmos, omnipresent or intuition. This symbol is of rays from an all-seeing eye. It suggests the universe has your back and will always be there for you. Masculine's trusting in the universe right now, trusting in his connection or their connection to the universe, using that connection with the universe to bring forth everything that they need, including the healing that they have been working through. I'm just gassed for you. I'm very, very gassed. I'm gassed for my inner masculine as well, because my inner masculine really needed to integrate into the rest of my aspects, because it was just doing what it needed to do. You get me? Just it didn't talk around the dinner table. It didn't chill with us. It didn't chill with us. It was like, and now the integration has happened. It feels more powerful and more empowered, more able to express in so many ways that the masculine energy hasn't in the past. Masculine's in a very trusting space right now. And they're highly intuitive, highly connected to all the things. Woo! Including the feminine, obviously. Obviously. Didn't come out. Four of Swords. Truce. They've made peace with themselves. They've forgiven themselves. You know. Been resting. It's why they've been so quiet as well. But at the same time, in this rest space, in that dream space, in that lofty space, because sometimes it's daydreaming too. In that lofty space, they've been really connecting to the energies, really feeling it, as opposed to analyzing it. Because you know the masculine energy is very analytical. It's your analytical part of you that will do the research, the Hierophant energy, right? So in this space, they haven't been so much studying the energies, but more feeling the energies. And they've been feeling that because they themselves also are coming into all of the aspects of the self. So it's like they're using their feminine energy, their intuitive energy that comes from the sacral area to navigate themselves and through these different waves of energies that are popping off right now. Four of Swords, Truce. Chest in the suit of air, Jupiter in Libra. Because Jupiter, so we're in Pisces season as well. So again, it's watery energy. They're feeling their way through everything as opposed to analytically thinking their way through everything. The Four of Swords in this card are the corner of the St. Andrew's cross. Their points are sheathed in the rows of 49 petals. This represents the establishment of dogma and convention in the realm of intellect. Exactly what I said. They're feeling as opposed to intellectually researching everything. The dogma that was put on them is slowly being released off of them, and they're starting to understand the true laws and waves of the universe in which they live. So they're listening more to that energy than they are the outside dogma that was put on them, and through patriarchy and through matriarchy. Because even sometimes when we look at like things like I'm gonna have to use the movies because I don't really I used, you know me, I've already told you like I love a movie, but I watch the movies like documentaries. So to me it's quite factual. So in Wonder Woman, yeah, the Amazonian women, yeah, they were very anti-man. And there were many matriarchal societies and settlements that were anti-men, some that killed their boy children when they were born. You know what I mean? There's also been so much, not not even pressure, like awful things that the masculine has experienced. You know, the wars that they've had to fight. I know women fight wars as well, but you know what I'm saying, innit? So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot. But they're starting to trust in the universe, resting, spending a lot of time in meditative states, like, you know, quiet times, and, you know, choosing these times for themselves, choosing to restore themselves in private, you know. So it's nice. That's nice because their time's coming, like masculine season's coming. So, you know, they have the energy has every right to rest, and that's within us all. So I don't put too much pressure on myself to do too much. You already know I don't dream of labor. You all know that. But at this time as well, I'm just like, I'm doing shit, but I'm not the pressure, because I know the pressure's really coming. I know it's really, really coming. The work is going to be expensive, and I'm ready for it. I can do it. I've done it before. I'll do it again. But right now, right now, I just had a thought. I just had a thought. So I know that I'm talking about the 5 aspects of our souls, yeah, within us. We're not talking about anything outside of us, right? But say that we were, and I'm seeing here in the feminine is like, she's needing to cooperate and shit, and she's dragging her foot, and then the masculine's resting, so, and tuned into the universe. So what I'm seeing here is a lot of a small stagnation in things outside of you. Maybe things probably might not be moving as quickly. I know this isn't a relationship reading, but it just came to me, so I have to say it in it. Things might not be moving at the speed that you would hope, you know, but it will. Well, seasons, seasons, seasons. All right, boom. Let's look at the inner child, the shadow, and then the higher self, and then we out. Let's look at the inner child. No? Yes. Thank you, Shana Banita. Thank you, Mimi. Strength, bravery, and power from the inner child. The eagle is the mightiest bird in the sky, and its strength is in the talons, nails, talons. I'm proud of the inner child energy, because the inner child is really starting to understand that everything that went down had to go down in order for you to understand your greatness. It just did. It just did. You know, and we're starting to get that now. There's almost, we're running out of, the inner child's running out of excuses. Hey, Rude Mama, it has been a minute. I've been awesome. Have you been good? But yeah, so the inner child has really grasped the concept that everything that went down, everything was exactly as it should be, and there is nothing there's nothing to hold on to there. You know what I mean? There's nothing to still use as an excuse from there as to why you are moving a certain way right here and right now. You know, there's still like I said, with the feminine energy, you know, you're still, you know, delicate. You're still really delicate and raw you know. And that could be one of the things that you've released, or has been released from your feminine energy, because obviously the child is or the inner child is the parent of the adult, right? So for instance, if the inner child had some bad experiences or awful experiences growing up surrounding, you know, sexual abuse and stuff, then that's going to be affecting you as the feminine. Thank you, Miss Fallon, for the donation. Thank you, Mama. So that's going to be affecting both the masculine and feminine energy um, in the way that things play out for them in their adult life. So now that the inner child energy has grasped the concept that everything that went down just went down for a reason, everybody played their part as they should have done, so that you would have to take the steps to heal from that and to release that, and for you to create something beautiful for yourself in this time. It's all about releasing, man. It's all about releasing. So this, you've had the strength to release, the bravery to release, and through that you've found your power. You've found your power, inner child. Come on. Come on. So therefore you're free to create. You're free to create. You're free to create anything you want right now. Hey, Jada Harris. Well done, inner child, man. No more tantrums. No more meltdowns. Oh my God. No more coming for people's children. When I say that, I mean, when I say people's children, I mean grown folk. You know, no more fighting. You know, no more arguing even. It's pointless. It's just pointless, man. Woo. 5 of discs, worry. Interesting. Interesting twist. Interesting twist. You must feel weird though. It must feel weird. It must feel unusual not to have that burden, not to be carrying that anymore. And you don't even know what it feels like to feel light. So you must feel weird, man. And also everything, your trauma bonding posse and crew, massive and crew, they can't be around you no more, because you got nothing in common anymore. So it's like you must feel some type of way. You must feel a bit, you know, isolated and lonely. But all of the aspects are doing that. It's all you're all kind of in sync. You're kind of in sync, y'all. The all the aspects are kind of they're doing well, but at the same time they're kind of in a very withdrawn state. You know, in a kind of, you know, pulled back state to some extent. Let's see anyway what this says. 5 of discs, worry, Gebura in the suit of Earth, Mercury in Taurus. This represents the 5 discs. This represents the 5 discs in an inverted pentagram. The general effect is one of strain, yet the symbol is long continued inaction. This natural meaning is intelligence applied to labor. So now you got to walk it like you talk it. Get me? Again, it's like taking the a driving test. You know, it's being in certain situations and for you not to have those types of outbursts and movements, you know, that has kept you isolated in the past. You know, not for you to throw tantrums and some of you throw hands. So, you know, it's like putting the theory to the actual practical, and it'll feel weird. It'll feel weird. It's gonna feel weird. But again, this is all, you know, moving into your new timeline, moving into this new energy of freedom, because you just, you know, there's a lot of emphasis on our freedom being infringed by something outside of ourselves. Most of us hold ourselves prisoners with the things that we hold on to, with the cycles that we continue to feed and to play out. So if you're not free within yourself, you can't possibly expect to be free outside of yourself. It makes no sense, yeah? Let's look at the shadow. Let's look at the shadow. I've noticed that I've stopped. I used to really suck my tongue differently when I was concentrating. I don't know about this, but I don't do it that much anymore. Strange. I did it my whole life. Or maybe that I am super conscious of it now. Whenever I feel like it's going to be a thing, I just remove my tongue. I don't know. Let's look at the shadow. Let's look at the shadow. I've been on here 47 minutes already, I'm afraid. But, I mean, kind of halfway through. Hi, my love. Hi, Veronica. Looking at shadow energy now. Really don't want to come out. Thank you, Afan. I mean, Mark, I've been like this my whole life. I don't know where the hell that came from, sucking my tongue. I don't know if I did it from a baby, but I feel like I've always done it. And then recently I've noticed that I haven't been doing it at all. Maybe it was a comforter thing that I did it with from my inner child, and if the inner child has got strength, bravery, and power, maybe it's something that I don't do anymore. Who knows? Who knows? All right. I love it. I can't say it. I don't have the capacity right now. I just don't have the capacity right now. So this is the symbol for unity, collective strength. Bam. Bam. To contribute to the community, strength happens through unity. Chain link. Love it. I think the shadow is the most outcast of all of the aspects. You know, it's the one that we want to keep quiet. It's the one that we don't really want to show. It's the one that wears the mask. Always trying to shapeshift into different situations. You know, always pretending to be sometimes the higher self, sometimes the masculine. Get me? Even sometimes the inner child, even the feminine. Like, it's always shapeshifting into something else, but it's never allowed to just be its fucking self. You know what I mean? So at this point, the integration of the shadow is real. And you know, it's I don't like to say controlled, under controlled. I hate that. It's just cool. It's just cool. Doesn't feel the need to jump up and down and carry on. I don't feel the need to do that, man. Again, with the inner child healing, and the inner child heals. All the other aspects have to do something. They have to transform too. You know what I mean? So it has a knock-on effect. So the unity of the shadow now, the shadow being oxed, wagwan fit and being able to express itself, and you know, always being, sometimes it doesn't always need to be publicly expressed, but you always, the other day, yeah, I was having this chat with Destiny, and she was like, I think I told you this story, innit? When I was like, I was really proud of this person. It was so nice to see them. And then she was like, what did your shadow say? And I was like, still on the same bullshit. I see. You know, it's like, because I want to be happy and glad for everybody, and, you know, supportive for everybody. But, you know, the shadow sees what it sees, innit? It calls out bullshit. Calls out bullshit. And it's now, it's for you to hear the call out of the bullshit and be like, no, you're right, girl. We don't fuck with that. Oh, you right, girl. Yeah, let's just leave that over there. Oh, you right, girl. You need to go and tell them about themselves. Because sometimes some people need to be told about themselves. Some people just need, it just needs to be said. Real quick. So look. Thank you. Your shadow is that one that says things that most wouldn't. You know the one when you hear it and you're like, no, I can't say that. That's your shadow. If you're looking for it. Your shadow wants the most flamboyant, outrageous thing in the shop. That's your shadow. Your shadow was the one that was unreasonable that time. In something that could have been absolutely avoided. That was your shadow. You know your shadow. We just pretend that we don't, because it's been wearing a mask for so long, shape-shifting into all of the others. Get me? I got you. My shadow just rolls eyes. My shadow doesn't really, it learned to like express itself without words. So bad. My face. Oh my God. Oh my God. And it was so bad, you know, because when I used to do the music here, I used to run this showcase every like 2 weeks. And we used to have an array of people that came to the shows, yeah. And sometimes when we had like artists that weren't all that good, oh my face, sometimes I would just leave the space and go downstairs and do something else, because I'd be like, get off the stage. My shadow. Look at that. And then you got the 9 of Cups. Happiness with the shadow. We love it. We love it too much. I'm sure I'm going to love very much the breakdown, the definition of this. I mean, we know what it is. It's dreams coming true and all of the things. Shadow gets to live. We love it. We love it. In a harmonious, cool way with everything else, without disrupting shit and fucking it all up. Because Shadow don't do that no more. But I think that was my inner child more than anything, you know. But you know, domino effect. Yesod in the suit of water, Jupiter in Pisces. Bam! Because Jupiter rules Pisces. The 9 of Cups are perfectly arranged in a square. They are filled and overflowing with water. This is the most beneficent aspect of water. And we are in Pisces season, ruled by Jupiter. Happy days! Happy days. Shadow's going to have its best life. And I'm happy for the Shadow. I'm happy for the Shadow because it deserves it. It deserves a little holiday. It deserves a little scandalous little something. Deserves it. Deserves it. You know, and the rest of the aspects just got to follow suit, because, you know, let's celebrate the Shadow. Let's celebrate the Shadow for actually coming in, unifying, and, you know, just getting on with everybody. Let's celebrate the Shadow. All right, and then let's look at the higher self. Let's look at the higher self. Mortality and death. Higher self, yeah. Higher self ain't scared of no death. Let's have a look. We are only on earth for a short time. This symbol suggests live a good life for the next life. Very simple. Everything that you would want to, if you were choosing to come again. Some of us ain't, but if you're choosing to come again, set it up, man. Set it up. Set it up nice. And the higher self, again, trust the higher self, because the higher self is always the one. Yes, the shadow is the one that tells you the truth, but a higher self will always see the higher, bigger perspective. What else did I see about the it's talked about the eagle with the inner child as well. The inner child's also in a space of seeing things from a higher perspective. So is the masculine energy. Yo. So it just seems like the feminine energy right now is being the one that's quite, it's the weakest link right now. It's the weakest link right now. So, you know, we focus on our feminine energy, grounding ourselves, you know, making sure we're taking our baths and going out into nature and eating as best as we can, hydrating, you know, womb health, we're yoni steaming, Let's take care of ourselves. Mortality and death. What does it all mean, higher self? What does it all mean? The priestess, high priestess. Because she knows. She fucking knows. It's going to be alright. It's going to be cool, man. There's nothing to worry about, yo. Nothing to worry about. Hey, LA Noor 444. Priestess. Let's get into it. I don't know when none of these are in order, so bear with me, I beg. No. Are you joking? Are you joking? I'm coming, guys. I'm coming. Talk amongst yourselves. Because the book, I didn't want to say one thing about the book because we know what about the book. We know, but Hermit delivers. Just mad. Oh, the priestess. I saw her a long time ago, you know, and I went straight past her. Thank you for the donation, my love. I missed who that is, though. Thank you. The high priestess. She is Isis, the eternal virgin, and again, she is Artemis. This is for this reason she is clothed in the luminous veil of light. Light being viewed not as the manifestation, but as the veil of the spirit. Woo! Look at this illustration, please. See? Isis. See, just pure abundance, man. There's fruits here. There's a camel, which means carrying water, water carrier, like hydration. I'm making it up. You know me. But you're there, man. Like, live this life. Live this life. Get out of your fucking heads now and get into the world. Live this life. Go out there and experience it now. Like, take the test. Get into the car. Even if it's the Ford, yo. Take the test. I know you want a Mercedes. Take the test. Some of you jump into your Mercedes in your gown and heels, I beg, or your guys for your suits and whatever the fuck you want to wear. Who no one cares. I'm not even talking to, you know, whatever the fuck you want to wear. Like, no one cares. If you're a guy, you want to put a frock, do what you fucking want. Yeah? Get into the Mercedes Cristo. I mean, match the energy. Match the fucking energy of the new timeline. Match the energy. Let's pull from, because it's 3 words, making magic oracle, and I still can't just say it off the top of my head. I mean, right, let's have a look. Overall energy for all aspects, please. Coming together, wishes come true. This is what happens when we all work together, all 5 of us. Wishes come true. The Mercedes. Guys, rapid achievements of your dreams and wishes. Rapid achievements, Jupiter energy, expansion, quick movement. And then a crystal, and then we close and we out. How long have we been here? Just over an hour. Really good. Really, really good. All right, let's get a crystal. Overall energy for the aspects. Woo! And I was telling you, it's the shadow helping to bring this in as well. It's the shadow doing a lot of the work here. Yeah, because it's just cool, man. Just cool. Causing less stress and less pressure. Untitled Jasper. Untitled Jasper. Looks like an egg. Untitled Jasper. Let's read it. What number was it? 3. Untitled Jasper. Untitled Jasper balances inner and outer experiences. It encourages versatility and openness to new experiences. Told you need to get out of the fucking house. You need to. Helping you to choose the right path. Self-understanding, a powerful being. You have roots that go far back into the past. What you dreamed, you created. What you dreamed, you created. I need to stretch out my foot, because how long have I been sitting cross-legged? A whole hour? Nah. It's going to be painful. I already know. It's a lot of dress. Sorry. Whew. Whew. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. What you dreamed, you created. Reap rewards of, or rectify imbalances. Reap rewards. It's that time. It's been that time anyway. I already told you, you've already come into your inheritance. What you need to do is just match the vibration. I told you in December, innit? Cash your checks. Turn failure into a learning experience. Turn failures into a learning experience. The children, the inner child. I don't know why my eyes go so far off the thingy. Turn failure into a learning experience and start again. Remember to offer friendship to assist others who tread the same path. Your, look at this, cooperation and interdependence. Your instinctive wisdom inspires them. Your instinctive wisdom inspires them. They should all they're all getting a hail up. They're all getting a hail up. But remember, the card is for all of them anyway. Don't know where the card is. Divination, check your diet. Put your skills to use. Vigorously adventurous times lie ahead. This is why we rested. This is why we're resting and taking shit easy. Because, told you, once you get outside, once you get into it, once you start integrating and meeting new folk and moving and grooving and shaking and all the things, it's going to be too much fun. You're going to have such a ball. 2022 is going to be epic. Ooh. Okay, wait. Divination, check your diet, blah, 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 blah. Worry not. Where did we get worry? So who is worrying? The inner child. Worry not. You are protected against deceit and enemies. Recognize your strengths. Recognize your strengths. This is definitely for the inner child. Recognize your strengths. Stay positive and pragmatic. Reject unrealistic ideas. Avoid pride and despair. That's for the feminine. You have stamina. Wait patiently. If 2 courses of action are open, go for the straightforward one. A professional challenge, such as a job, interview, or presentation, is successful. You're going to pass the test. Don't be nervous. Don't be nervous. If you don't pass this time, take it again. Healing insight. You are what you eat. Good nutrition with wholesome organic food sustain your well-being. You don't want me to get into it because you already know. You already know. Frequency. Earth to medium, chakra, earth star, base, and sacral. Timing, Leo. Soul path, drawing on ancestral wisdom. That's it, guys. That is it. It's the finished product. The 5 aspects of the soul. They're doing all right, ma'am. Doing all right. Like I said, feminine right now is a bit of the weakest link. But, she just needs to get back into her bag and, pull out her tools that she needs to do all the things that she needs to do. Everybody else is bubbling up nicely. They're doing really well, man. They're doing really well. So if you've got a blockage, the divine feminine might be something to focus on right now. Your divine feminine energy, so that you can catch your balance again. You deserve it. You deserve the Mercedes. You deserve to be in a gown in the Mercedes. You deserve that. That's it. I love you lot. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots. See you soon.